morning, boys and girls. Happy Friday and the last day of kindergarten. Today, I'm going to read you the last 2 chapters in Junie B. Jones is a Graduation Girl by Barbara Parks. So, thanks for tuning in. When we ended, Junie B. had made quite a mess of her graduation gown, but she fixed it with purple polka dots. You know her, she's always looking on the bright side. So chapter 8, Getting Ready. Room 8 and Room 9 practiced for graduation together. We practiced on the stage in the auditorium, because a stage is where people get diplomas, of course. Mrs. showed everyone how to walk up the steps without tripping. She played music for us to march in with. And guess what? Room 9 marched better than Room 8, except Polly Allen Puffer kept bowing real silly, and Lenny kept stepping on people's heels. Plus, Shy William ran out of the auditorium and down the hall, and my friend Gus Valoni had to chase him around the parking lot. After that, Principal talked to William a really long time. Plus, I think his mother was called, I believe. I am not like William, I told Lucille and Grace. I'm not even nervous about walking up on stage. Well, hardly. Me neither, said Grace. I'm not nervous about walking up on that stage, hardly either. Lucille fluffed her fluffy hair. My Nana says I was born to be on the stage. Nana says that people enjoy looking at me because I am a feast for their eyes. After that, Lucille wrinkled her nose very cute, and she skipped around in a circle. Grace and I watched her for a long time. Then finally, Lucille stopped skipping, and all of us hugged and hugged, because we were the bestest 3 friends that I ever saw. Graduation week went by very fast. Friday came in a jiffy. I felt excited. I couldn't even eat my dinner that good. I got down from my chair, and I ran all over the house. Settle down, said Daddy. Settle down, said Mommy. Settle down, I hollered. Then I laughed real loud, because I'm a hoot, that's why. Finally, it was time to go. Mother got my graduation box off the top of the refrigerator. I jumped up and down. Let me carry that, Mother, please, please, please. I want to carry my box to room 9 all by myself, because that's where we are getting dressed. Mother handed me the box. Then Daddy said, settle down, again. And all of us drove to my school. Grandpa and Grandma Miller were there to meet us in the parking lot. I hugged them hello. Then I zoomed to room 9, speedy fast. And guess what? All of the children from morning and afternoon kindergarten were getting ready together. I ran through the doors. It's me, people, it's me. It's Junie B. Jones, here for graduation. Lucille and Grace came rushing over. They were already wearing their caps and gowns, and they looked marvelous, I tell you. Hurry up, Junie B., said Lucille. Hurry up and put on your cap and gown. Our teacher's going to take our picture. Yes, said that Grace. Hurry, hurry. She quick grabbed my box away from me, and then she took my cap and gown. Grace did a gasp. Oh, no, Junie B. What happened to your cap and gown, she asked. My stomach felt squeezy and sickish because that outfit looked a little spottier than I remembered. Put it down, Grace, I said. Don't show people. I don't want anyone to notice. Lucille laughed very hard. That's kind of silly, Junie B., she said. How are people not going to notice? You colored big purple splotches all over your graduation clothes. I did a huffy breath at that girl. Those are not big splotches, Lucille, I said. Those are purple polka dotties that I drew to blend in with my juice driblets. And that is a whole different ball game. Just then, some of the other children heard me yelling, and they turned to look. Great, Lucille, I said. Now look what you did. You caused attention to myself, and so now I can't even blend in. After that, I quick grabbed my graduation gown and I ran to the back of the room. And just then, I heard a voice. Junie B. Jones? I looked to the front of the room. It was my teacher. Mrs. stretched her neck out to look back at me. "Is there a problem back there, Junie B?" she asked. I shook my head real fast. "No, Mrs., no, I said. There isn't a problem, I promise. And so please don't come back here, and I mean it." But guess what? Mrs. came back there, and what do you know? All of room 9 came with her. Mrs. took my cap and gown out of my hands. The children started laughing and laughing and laughing at that thing. "What kind of gown do you call that?" said Meanie Jim. "I know," said Polly Allen Puffer. "It looks like the kind of gown a clown would wear." "Yeah," shouted Jim, "it's a purple spotty clown gown." After that, the laughing got louder and louder, and I put my hands over my ears so I couldn't even hear them. Then I tried to tell them about Raggedy Larry and the driblets and my purple-colored marker, but my nose started running very much, and I couldn't even talk that good. Finally, I started to cry, and guess what? Nobody laughed anymore. Chapter 9, The Time of My Life. Mrs. took me into the hall. She wiped my face with the tissue, and we talked about my graduation gown. Mrs. said I looked darling in that spotty thing, 'cause purple is her favorite color. Plus, grape juice was her favorite kind of drink. I kept on crying, 'cause I didn't actually buy it, that's why. Pretty soon, Mother and Daddy came hurrying to room 9, and they brought Grandpa Miller with them. Their eyes popped out of their head at that spotty-dotty gown. I'm sorry, please don't yell at me," I said, "'cause I'm already crying, see? Plus, wearing this clown gown is a punishment enough for me." Mommy and Daddy didn't yell. They said they would talk about this problem later. After that, Mommy helped me put on my cap and gown, and she just hugged me very nice. Then Daddy grinned, and he said I look cute in dots. "She does look cute," Grandpa Miller said, "and not only that, when she goes up on stage, she'll be easy to spot." And then he winked at me. That guy's funny, I tell you. I did a giggle. Finally, Mrs. patted me. "Are you feeling better now, Junie B?" she asked. "Are you ready to go back outside or back inside and see your friends?" I shrugged, kind of worried. "Sure she is. Of course she is," said my grandpa. "My goodness, this is Junie B. Jones we're talking to." And after that, he stood me up straight and tall, and he faced me to my classroom. I took a deep breath, and then me and Mrs. went back into room 9. Polly Allen Puffer jumped out at me. "Surprise!" he hollered. "Surprise, surprise!" "Surprise!" hollered my best friend Grace. I looked at those people with shock, and my mouth fell all the way open, 'cause they all had dots on their clothes like mine. That Grace skipped all around. "It was Jim's idea, Junie B," she said. "Jim said that if all of us have spots, then it would make you feel better. And so Polly Allen Puffer found the colored markers, and we colored our caps and gowns just like yours." Grace looked at Mrs. "See us, teacher? Aren't we beautiful?" I colored red spots, and Jim colored blue spots, and Polly Allen Puffer colored green spots, she said. Just then, William raised his hand. And I colored orange spots," he said kind of soft. "And I'm coloring lavender spots," said Charlotte. "And I'm coloring pink spots," said my best friend Grace, "'cause pink brings out the natural blush in my cheeks." Mrs. just smiled. And her smile kept on getting bigger and bigger and bigger. "Well, Junie B. Jones," she finally said, "what do you think of all this, My face beamed very joyful. "I think I love these people. That's what I think," I hollered. And then Jim said, "Oh, gross." And then Polly Allen Puffer said, "Gross too." And after that, all of room 9 laughed and laughed, and this time, even me. Graduation finally got started. The room 8 teacher walked up the steps to the stage. She said hello to all the people. And then Mrs. walked up the steps to the stage too. She was still smiling. "Families and friends, I've been a teacher for a very long time," she said, "but in all my years of teaching, these are the most colorful graduates I've ever seen." And Mrs. held out her arms. "Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to present the graduates of room 8 and room 9. Just then, the music started, and all of the children walked into the auditorium. The audience chuckled at us, very happy. Room 9 chuckled back at them. After that, all of us sat in special chairs. And both of the teachers talked and talked some more. And then it finally happened. Mrs. started to call our names, and one by one we walked up on the stage, and we all got our diplomas. And good news, Polly Allen Puffer did not bow real silly, and Lenny did not step on anybody's heels, and Shy William, he did not run away this time. It was the time of our life, I tell you. I felt like I was 1,000,000,000 feet tall up there. Then Mrs. gave me my diploma, and she shook my hand real nice. "I'm going to miss you, Junie B," she said. "You are truly one of a kind." "Thank you, Mrs.," I said. "You are truly one of a kind, too." And then my Grandpa Miller did a loud whistle, and Mommy and Daddy clapped very loud. And this is the happiest news of all. When graduation was over, room 9 did not even have to say goodbye to each other, because all of us are coming back to the same school for first grade. So we can play at recess, just like Mommy said. And guess what else? I can't wait to see those guys again, because we will be friends forever and ever, and always, and I mean it. So, thank you for tuning in to Junie B. Jones's Graduation Girl. And it's time for Mrs. Kogo to say, have a wonderful summer once again. And remember, roses are red, violets are blue, graduation is here, and I sure will miss you.